In this video, we're going to talk about Up Fintech Holdings Limited. It is a brokerage that's based out of Singapore. If you want to go and learn more about it, you can go to www.itigerup.com. You can learn more about the company, but it's basically a brokerage like a Robinhood out of Singapore. We're looking at a one-year chart here on Seeking Alpha, and you can see that this pinkish line here is the 20-day, and then the blue line is the 50-day, and then we have the 200-day. And the 20-day has gone up and down through the blue line, and right now we do have a bearish cross of the 20-day below the 50-day, but we are finding support at the 200-day. Now I'm going to go into some more charts on my screens in Google here and show you why I think this is a good investment and why it's got a chance for short-term and long-term upside. I'm just going to start by showing you how I look for these stocks. So this is two tables here, and both of these tables are the same thing, the one on the left and the right. We're using the 40-week moving average. Right now, I can set it to whatever I want. Right now, I have it set it to the 40-week. So what is above or below that moving average that I have selected here? I have this sorted by alpha in descending order, and I have this sorted by beta in ascending order. Now, I have TIGR highlighted here, and you can see the price is $9.60. It's 6.03% above its 40-week moving average. It has 0.55 beta, so that means we have low volatility with this stock, and we have 15.07% alpha on the Qs over the last year. However, if we were to go to the 3-month alpha, it is negative 13% or so alpha on the Qs, but that's because of our pullback and why I think we have an opportunity here. So long-term alpha, short-term negative alpha versus long-term positive alpha. So based over here on this right here, on the 30 and 40 week, we have buy signals. On the 10 week, we have a sell signal. The price is sell signal because it's below the 10 week and below the 21 and 63 day. We have, so our short and midterm moving averages are giving us sell signals, but our long-term moving averages are still giving us buy signals. We have a market cap of 1.7 billion. As I said, beta of 0.55. The RSI is weak right now at 34.71. We're up 2.24% from our previous close, which is very good since the market closed down on Friday. So this is from Friday. These are just the five best performing stocks in what I have selected here, and the 5 worst performing stocks on Friday with their relative volume. So if those interest you, you can take a look. And we have 79% off our 52-week low and 29% off our 52-week high. The VIX is at 20.78, which is indicating some fear in the market. Now we'll start by looking at daily moving averages, the 50 RSI and volume, or the RSI and volume. We want it to be over 50. We can see that right now we're under the 50 line, but we're trying to we keep going up there and getting rejected. Our 21-day is bending down, curling down, and we're below our 21-day. We've been below our 21-day since September 10th, and you can see the different percentages below the 21-day that we've been, and we've been in oversold territory since about September 16th. Now on the 63-day, it does look like we're trying to trend back towards our 63-day, but we are still below it. If we go over and we change this to the 189-day, which is similar to the 20, 50, and 200, we're just using 1 month, 3 months, and 9 months here. You can see we're finding support at that 189-day. Actually, right here, we bounced right off it on October 10th at 891. The price was 902. That would have been a good entry point for this stock as it went up to 960. And these are the historical percentages. If you look at the dates here on the left, that we've been above the 189-day. So you can go all the way back to August 22nd here. I'll just leave it there, 55%. And now we've trended all the way down to 6%, 7% above the 189-day. So we're not extended all on a long-term moving average, and we're pivoting. We'll look at some MACDs, and we'll see in the weekly and daily MACD to see if we have pivots on those. So if we go to the weekly moving average, the 40-week, we can see we're bouncing right off that, which is equivalent to the 200-day, but we're just using the every Friday close. Price is 960. This is the percentage we are below or above each weekly moving average. We have the 4, 10, 30, and 40 weeks. So just take a look at that, and you can decide on entry points based on that. If we go to the monthly moving average, you can see we're only 15% above our 12-month moving average. That's really not much at all. And we were in a nice base here, and then we broke out right around 10/31/2024, so last year. So this has only been, this has been trending up for about a year, but they can trend up for 2-3 years stock once it breaks out of a base. And this is broken out of a long-term base here, because we were down at January 31st, 2022. We kind of hit our bottom and started to base out here. And we hit this top over here on June 30th, 2021 at 28.98. If we go to the daily candlesticks, we can look at support and resistance. We have resistance at 1281. We have support at 932. This is just taking 42 days of price action and giving it support and resistance. Now, if we look at the weekly MACD, we do have a bearish weekly MACD right now. The MACD is below the signal line and trending down. However, you do see that it has started to turn. And when we have a strong uptrend stock and a long-term uptrend that's above the zero line, we can consider this zero line as support. If we look at a 5-year chart, same thing. We can just see the base here and how we break out and where we're holding our moving averages. This is the 40-week just on a 5-year time frame. And then the last thing we'll look at here is the trend channel, the daily MACD, and the Chaikin money flow. So you can see we're in a long-term, 1-year uptrend, and we're at the bottom of that trend channel. So another level of support could be 920, because right now that's what the bottom of the trend channel is. The top of the trend channel is 1269, and our price is at 960. We also have a bearish MACD that's below the signal line, also below the zero line. But as you can see, the histogram is curling up, and the MACD is curling up to cross for a potential. You could wait for confirmation, but it looks like it's getting ready to try and cross the MACD is getting ready to try and cross the signal line. We do have distribution here. We want to see accumulation. We want it to go back to what it looks like here, not what it looks like here. So right now we do have distribution. We want this to go back to accumulation. This is the zero line. We can take a look down here. We're negative 25.3 on the Chaikin money flow. So you could wait for that to get back above zero if you want confirmation. But for the biggest move and the most potential, this is a good place to enter, in my opinion. That's not advice or a recommendation, just something that I think is a good place to enter right here for a low risk, high reward trade. And that's all I got for you. I hope that was helpful. If you liked that video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. And thank you for watching.